ladies, I'm back with another wig review, and this is on Belle Tress's Rosella, and this is the color Cola with Cherry. So I wanted this color for the longest time. I saw it on a couple different reviewers. I was like, oh, it looks so pretty, and some people said that the rooting was really dark, so I wasn't sure, but when I was able to get this at such a great price, I just had to jump on it, and I figured, you know, what the hey, and we'll just see how I like it. So I got it, to plunge, and I have to say, every time that I've tried this on at night in bathroom lighting, it makes me look washed out. It looks awful. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I can make this work. So, you know, I figured, let's try daylight, put makeup on, you know, try and find a matching outfit, because, you know, it's just like we will do like our makeup and we know shoes to match our outfit and, you know, jewelry and everything. I think when it comes to wigs and we're changing colors up, and, you know, we might not always pick the colors that go best with our skin tone or what's the most natural with just, you know, our genes and our genetic makeup and everything. I think, you know, that stuff kind of has to come together. Like, this dress doesn't complement my skin tone in the best lighting or all, you know, all the time. So I feel like this wig with this outfit works. I tried this with like a blonde and it just didn't bring out my best features. So yeah, so this is her. This is Rosella. So people always say that Belle Tress fibers are very silky. You know, most of the wigs that I've bought, the fibers are always silky, especially when you first get them and they're brand new. So, but do they remain silky after you've worn them for a while? And with this one, I'm very hesitant. Most of my styles are like longer or shorter. And I'm hesitant with, this is my first heat defiant long wig. I have shorter ones and it doesn't really matter, but this is my first long heat defiant. And, you know, I've seen different reviews on not just the Belle Tress line, but a lot of different lines of these fibers matting, getting tangly and sticky. And to be honest, I haven't even worn this out of the house because, like I said, every time I tried it on, it was like at night, I didn't have any makeup on. You know, I was even like, oh, let me post like a selfie and see what people think. I was like, I can't even do that. So this is the first time I've actually worn this with makeup in daylight. So I don't know how much the fibers stick together. Some people have said you just cannot leave them alone. Others say you've got to brush them during the day and bring the like detangler with. So I'm not sure. I don't have an opinion on that. So this scalp, you know, because it's dark, you could say it looks more realistic. I had put on that silicone tape underneath to help. I had to cut the lace. This is not, even with the lace there, this is not a off the face piece, at least not in my opinion, because, you know, if you see, like, look how stark that is. There's, you know, I mean, there's lace. I guess if I plucked it a lot, then I could probably maybe make it off the face. But, you know, I think maybe like if a professional did it, and I just don't know if that would be something I'd be willing to do with this. So not off the face she goes for me. So if you look in the back, this is how long she is. So I think if you're gonna wear this would be more of like a, not wearing like a winter coat sort of wig. I would imagine if you wore this with like something like a coat or like a sweater, it would be tangles galore and it'd be matty and sticky, and it sounds like it would just be an awful mess. So I wouldn't recommend wearing that like that. So here's a good picture of the lighting. This is outdoor lighting. I don't have like a ring light or anything. But here, so to me, this rooting looks black. And if they say it's not black, it is pretty darn close, like a 2. They'd make that color. I don't know. But so that's why I feel like it's so harsh, because I mean, like, look at my eyebrows. I don't have dark brown eyebrows. I don't have, you know, dark brown eyes. I feel like this color, just people with dark brown eyes and more of like a Greek or like Italian sort of ethnicity, this rooting would go perfect with. So for me, this is obviously not my natural hair color. But you know, what I was turned on about by this color was this. Like, see how I can see why it's called cherry with cola, or cola with cherry, because it's dark here, almost black. I think it's black. And then you get these bits of auburn, but it's tasteful. And like I said, you can't see that auburn as much when it's at night. But in like the right lighting, and I can go outdoors afterwards, you can see this in lighting too. This is like another, this is similar to like the Shaded Peach by John Renault, where there's like mystique with the color, because in indoor lighting, you might not be able to see all the beautiful colors that it has, and then you go out in the sun, and you go to an outdoor, and you can just see it. So it's absolutely gorgeous. The hair, so this is just a left side mono part, and it's open wefted, so that makes it more affordable. Wefts just make me a little more itchy. That's just me. I find like hand tie caps don't make me itchy. So this one's like a little itchy, but it's not horrible. I mean, even if I'm just rocking with my shaved, thinned head, you know, my head still gets itchy, even if I didn't wear a wig all day. So we can't always say, oh, this makes me itchy. That, well, you know, that makes me itchy. How itchy were you before you started wearing wigs? So I don't know, like, that's just something I take into account. Sometimes my head's gonna be itchy even if I don't have a wig. Sometimes it'll be itchy with a wig. But these waves, so I was gonna choose between this one, Kona, because she's shorter, and then tea leaf layer, I think that's what it's called. So I opted for this one. This is like the middle priced one. Tea leaf layer was a bit more because she's hand tied, and I just saw a couple videos, sorry, ignore my son, he's just in the background. This tea leaf layer, she's hand tied, she was longer, and I saw some reviews that said that she got clumpy within like a couple hours, so I was like, I don't want to try that. These, I feel like if you're getting a wavy one, if it gets a little clumpy, it'll be more concealed compared to like a straight piece. So yeah, and I figured if this got too clumpy, I can just cut it and make it short like Kona. So that's why I chose this one. But she's very thick and voluminous. I always ask my husband like what he thinks, because you know, at the end, like, I gotta make sure I look good for him. And he said, you know, he doesn't mind this color on me, but he feels like this is a bit voluminous, and it is. Like, if you want thick, I call this like thick Greek hair, because if you want your hair look very full, this will be a sort of piece that you would want. So I might consider thinning her. You know, I feel like the way it looks now, it's not that bad, but I don't know, we'll have to see. I'll have to wear her outdoors a couple times and see, you know, take some pictures. I think pictures are always super helpful. You take them, you have someone else take them, and then you can see, like, does it look super wiggy, or does it look okay? Does it look thicker because I have, you know, waves on it? So that is my take on the thickness of her. She still is, the ear tab is still kind of, so I didn't make it flush with my head, so it's still kind of poking out. For as thick as her hair is, she is an easy ear tuck. So bravo, the ear tabs, you know, they don't feel super thick. Some of my John Renault wigs, the ear tabs are thicker. So she doesn't feel that way. I mean, you know, I don't have to keep putting that back to make it stick. So she has an easy ear tuck. She's, you know, the fibers feel really good. Okay, so easy ear tuck, like I was saying. The cap, so I have a small head, it has like 21.5 inches. And there's only like a few wefts, like it doesn't poof out anywhere. It doesn't feel like if I went like this, you could see the wig shifting as well. So this is good for someone who's a small head. The thing is with wefted caps, if they aren't, you can just sew them, remove some of the wefts and sew them back, and it's really simple. I've done it before. So that's not an issue, but I feel like I don't need to do that to this one. So let's see, I think I've addressed all the questions. The ear tabs don't feel thick. There's no like stays on the back, but you know, I feel like with longer pieces that's really not essential. But that is everything that I have to say with this one here. You can do like a little 360. You can see that volume right there. This is cola with cherry. So I don't know, it's very outside my comfort zone, which is probably why I've had this wig for several months now and haven't done anything with her, because I don't know, she's outside my comfort zone as far as the color goes. Plus I'm really terrified about these fibers. I'm not gonna lie, I'm terrified about these fibers and how to keep them from just like falling apart. So I'm gonna have to experiment with that. So now what I'll do is I'll take you guys outside. She doesn't have very much shedding at all, so that's nice too. But these waves, now I will never change the curl pattern on this. With straight ones, it's easy to like fix the rattiness and like the matting and staticiness on the ends, because you can just flat iron them. But I have no idea how I'd replicate this curl. So that's going to be a challenge with this wig, is figuring out how to restore the fibers and keep this curl pattern, because this is very unique. I have no idea how I'd replicate this. I've tried, I have a curling barrel thing that I thought would do this sort of style. It does not at all. So I don't know how to replicate this. I have no idea. That'll be the challenge with this wig. I'm going to take you guys outside for a minute just so you can see what this color looks outdoors, because like I said, it's a color with mystique. So it's important to see what it looks like outside too, okay? Okay, so here's what she looks like outdoors. I have to say she looks pretty much the same. You can still see those colors poking out. But yeah, you can see, you know, I feel like that scar away stuff right there made the scalp look pretty realistic. I don't know if I'll pluck some more on each side just to help it give more of a realistic look, but this is the color outdoors, and see if the lighting, you can see a little better, but yeah, so it was pretty close to where I was filming. It looks exactly the same. So anyways, thank you for watching. If you didn't like this video and you thumbs down it, tell me why, and then that way I can improve. Okay, thank you.